No.
This is an exercise.
Tommy, explain to him what all that is.
This exercise is popularized by a guy, a great powerlifting coach named Louis Simmons, Columbus, Ohio. He's got this program for your back. This is a back exercise as well as the legs. And it's called Zerchers. There was an old-time strongman, I guess.
Spell that word.
Z-E-R-C-H-E-R. I think the guy's name was, I don't know, Sigmund Zerch or whatever.
It's a Z, right?
Yeah, it's a Z. So, the movement, Simmons brought it back. It was an old-time strongman. You know, they used to have vaudeville theaters in America. There were 14,000 of them. And people performed at these vaudeville shows, and they would almost always have a strongman act. And I guess Zercher was one of those guys.
All that
He'd be lifting stuff, one arm.
Oh, he was one of those guys, Zercher.
He was one of those guys. So he comes up with this movement. It used to be done with the bar in the crook of your arms, and you would squat like this. So they came up with this harness to make it better. So the bar goes across here, you balance it, and you squat. Tremendous pressure, you'll see from that angle, on your lower back. You got to keep your lower back rigid. Otherwise, you could go right through the mirror. I mean, literally.
I almost went.
So, basically, it's for your lower back and your legs. Tough move.
It works, Tommy. I'm walking a lot better, you know.
Yeah, it works. It
I couldn't even walk. And Tommy suggested this movement. And when you have back trouble, if you strengthen your core muscles, which are all these, all right, they protect the back, right?
And that's why you see all the weight is on the front. You know, everything's in the front. So you basically have to keep rigid as you're driving.
You got to go forward, which opens up the spine. Then you have disc trouble now, your spine gets narrow. And what they call stenosis. When you do this one, it opens it up. You don't need to open it up much, you know, just a tiny bit. And you get a lot of relief. And I've been, Tom, I can walk now.
Well, that's...
I mean, I can stay on my feet now like a half an hour. I couldn't do 5 minutes.
Yeah, he was having problems with the toes going numb. Couldn't walk. We started this and front shrugs. Guy's ready to go. Got to get that harness on, Larry. I'm just going to warm up. Oh, all right.
I feel good. Today's a good day.
Yeah,
I've been feeling good all day. I'm listening to the opera. I'm listening to Hoffman all day.
I ate a piece of steak yesterday.
I'm going to take off my shirt when I do this exercise because I want you to see all these muscles here on the video, close up. This way, when me and Tommy open up our seminar, showing old men that they can be strong, they can look better, they can continue to fornicate or begin to fornicate, as the case may be. Huh, Tommy?
That's the big selling point.
Right? Continue or begin. And we're going to show them how to do that. We're going to show them how to stack sex drugs. You understand? We'll show
valuable information.
The cocktail, which would be 1 Viagra, 1 Cialis, and 1 Levitra, stacked with the lawyer, as he says, with a can of Red Bull. You're good to go for the whole night then.
The guy from Newark.
Whatever they send your way, you can handle. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start having seminars to give the old folks some hope. All right. Go ahead, Tom. What do you got? Fat.
Yeah, I got extra fat, just in case.
I don't like woman at Bridgeport Housing. 2,500 units Bridgeport Housing owns, and they got 2,500 people waiting. And this is waiting for P.T. Barnum Day. This is not waiting for the Casa Fruit.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Not waiting.
They're waiting for P.T. Barnum in Marina Village. 2,500 people. Hey, nobody knows. But the first will be last, it says in the Bible. No. Yes. Go ahead, Tom. cold in here.
Yeah, Christ. You got a tan. What is this?
Ah, this is the fucking drugs.
Jesus. You want the harness?
No, not yet. I want to get these muscles. See them? So that they can see that the muscles are real. The rubber.
Yeah.
It's chilly in here.
Sometimes too hot, sometimes too cold. Nobody knows the mind of Joe Vole.
Joe Vole.
Remember that.
It's my friend.
Good man.
He really is.
Yeah, he is.
You look at Tom without the shirt. You know.
Yeah.
Get the belly. All right, Dave. So if you get over here, you'll see the muscles pop out when we're doing this, you know? This way. Down to the shoe.
It's balanced. Just move it in the center a little there. Move the bar.
Oh, this way.
Yeah. That's it. Nice. Good. Look good. It's fucking cold.
So,
Look good.
I'm going to do more with the shirt off, Dave. But in the meantime, we're going to put the shirt on. And then with the bar.
Yeah.
Fucking cold. You don't want to get sick. Nobody knows.
Can't have that.
That feels better.
Yeah.
You guys using it?
You are. Don't embarrass yourself either, you know. We'll be watching. Just kidding. Hold on, Tommy. All right. Nobody knows the mind. All right, Tom. Nice. Good.
Felt pretty good.
Nice.
It's close to $1.50, Dave.
Yeah, no problem. Just my knee hurts this one a little bit.
Does it?
You know? Right on the top.
Yeah?
I know what that is.
That's from that day.
Yeah, that one day. And you know, in order to get it better, you got to rest for 2 months. You got to do that. And I mean, time. Who's got time for that? There is. You know what Omar Khayyam said about time, Tommy? In life and how you should live, instead of living like a sucker and worrying about everything, that this is done. He said, come, fill the cup. And then the fire of spring, the winter garment of repentance flame. The bird of time has a little way to flutter, and the bird is on the wing. Telling us there's only a little fucking time. You know, when I think of all these, how quick this shit is going by, we don't have a fucking chance. So, no, there's no chance. It's fucking, you're like a water coming out of a faucet.
You better get your zerchers in.
Yeah, and if you don't live as good as you can, you're a fucking sucker. Because you might go like Jim and go to the doctor and he says, oh, by the way, you know, your teeth are looking good, your ears are good, I look, your throat, no problem. You got something that looks like pancreatic cancer. I'm not sure. Come in next week, we'll spend about fucking $25,000, $30,000 doping you up, and we'll confirm that you're gonna be dead. By the way. That's what they probably thought. Your knee's good there. You know, your knee's looking good, no problem. Knee's okay, but, however, don't buy any summer fucking clothes. That's what they tell you. When a doctor tells you that, don't buy any summer clothes, that's a clue.
It's not a good.
No, that's not good.
Not a good omen.
No!
Not a good omen.
And this is the last one without the shirt.
Alright.
And then,
Stay strong now, stay tight.
gotta stay strong. Are you ready, Dave? You want to do it from there? In the mirror? Okay. All right, Mr. Flynn?
All right, stay
Here we
tight.
go.
Good. Real good.
Nothing.
Deep breath. Good one.
That was nothing.
Good one.
Okay.
All right.
That was good, Tom.
We're gonna go up 20 instead of 50.
Strong.
Yeah. We're gonna go up 20 to be
What?
sensible. Now let's be sensible.
You want to be sensible?
Yeah, let's be.
Come on,
We
man.
can always add more.
Okay, Dave. You got the muscles, right?
I did something better. I did it three-way. I actually made do a better workout.
You got a lot bigger, Tommy. Your chest, everything.
Yeah, I feel
No, you did.
much better.
No, an immense improvement. There's George. Come over here, George. We want to put you on camera. We got a test for you. We're going to test your knowledge on a few subjects. And this way, when we got it on record, we'll be able to go to Google and see if there's any bullshit.
Taking a video of for it.
Oh, we're making a documentary.
Oh yeah.
And then we're going to start having seminars to teach old people how to be strong.
Wow.
No, seriously.
Yeah, well you fucking know how, that's for sure.
And we're going to teach them how to continue to or begin to fornicate.
It goes right with being strong?
Well, I said, we're gonna, for some, we'll show them how to continue doing it, and for some, we'll show them how to start. Come on, Tommy. You got him, Dave? Come on. Get closer. Take close up. Nice. Nice. Search your bar. Good for the lower back.
Good feeling. Good feeling.
I'm ready. You ready?
It causes you to have heavy breathing, especially because there's pressure on the diaphragm.
This could also be used, the zercher, if you take the rubber out to execute somebody. Just attach the wire right here. Save a lot of fucking trouble.
You're from fire.
2 wires and it's a guaranteed hit.
All right, Larry. Get close and grab that bar. That's good. You felt that. Yeah, you did.
Like one squat, kinda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even more.
The squat would be up here.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
The bar we Jay took a little length of the bar and only had this one. So Tommy went out and bought this one, ordered it. So we have this hook on it and this one.
A little different kick, huh?
Well, here's what we want.
Yeah.
This
Because then you don't have to hold it with your arm because it's too hard.
makes it a lower back. All the weight's here.
Yeah.
Even if it's here, it's not as direct on your lower
That
back.
would be a lot of I was having a lot of trouble walking because of the bulging disc and really narrowing of the spine. It's just only doing this.
Wow, you worked your way out of it, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
No surgery. The doctor, 5 doctors told me surgery. One said no. The best guy up here, Dr. Mitch. He's a surgeon. He said, no surgery. He said, do your exercises. You have surgery, he said, when you can't walk.
Yeah.
Then you come in, he said, other than that, well, you get the surgery, then you can get a staph infection, and then you die that way. Walking good. All right, Tom?
Now Price died, George probably knows.
What?
Died of asphyxiation, carbon monoxide poisoning, because when you're crucified
Oh, yeah.
and you're hanging like
They
this,
broke his legs.
well, and your diaphragm
Yeah.
cannot expel
Yeah.
the toxins.
Right.
So that's how he died.
And then they broke his leg to help him out.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Nobody knows the mind of God. Who knows?
They know though now. Come on now. New Kickers doesn't know.
Yeah, he's a Catholic now.
I
Hey,
read that.
he's with us.
Yeah,
I feel so much
it's
better.
a Catholic. How about
I
that?
really do. I really do.
Really good.
I read the whole Joan of Arc play again, George. Yeah, because I wanted to find out what really happened, you know?
Yeah.
And how they got to kill her and why. And basically, it was the French, you know, the English were in there during the 100 Years' War, and there were many French collaborators. That's what I had to get clear in my mind. How when she got caught, and the French had her in their possession, the Dauphine, and he sold her for 12,000 pounds. The guy she was fighting for. And then the English, good, Tommy, good. And then the British was
Close to a
that was
deuce,
strong.
Dave. Close to a deuce.
We gotta go up heavy.
You got to do this one first.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah.
So anyway, George, the British said, well, look, you know, the French, let them go on
Exaggerate.
trial with the church. Why should we, you know, kill her? Let them do it. So they said, put her on trial on an ecclesiastical trial as a heretic. A 90-pound little broad like this, 19 years old. And they told her one of her major sins was that she was wearing men's clothing. That was a sin that was punishable by the stake. Yes, men's clothing. The second one was, they told her, that she went directly to God and asked God to help her directly without going through the priest. Another, you can burn for that one.
Yeah.
And they told her when you go to God directly, it gives you bogus information. That's what they told her. That's why you're in trouble, they said. Imagine that. Bogus
What did Evers
information.
say? He said if that's what they tell me, you know, that they say something about I'll follow the devil if I gotta follow the devil, right? Evers said I'll follow the devil if that's what's speaking. He said, how do we know? I can't think of the whole quote that the devil is not the devil talking to us.
That's right.
And he said, and if it's the devil talking to me, and that's my conscience, then I will follow.
She said this. Every question they gave her was a trick question. In other words, they said to her, are you in a state of grace? If she answered that she was, you'd be a heretic because nobody's in a state of grace. Nobody can proclaim that. So she answered, well, if I'm not in a state of grace, I hope I am, and if I'm, you know, something like that, when they couldn't track her. So she was so good at the public trial that they said, no more public trial, we're going to have the trial in her cell. So every question was a trick question. They said, did the voices tell you to wear men's clothing? And they said, who told you to wear men's clothing? They said, why did you do it? She said, ask me another question. Because she knew if she said her voices, then they would say, well, that's from Satan. Because God would not tell you to wear men's clothing. But she didn't say it. Every question was a trick. And she was smart enough to not get trapped. She started when she was 15. They killed her on May 31st at 19. She weighed 100 pounds.
Obviously a threat to Homeland Security.
So she wasn't a threat to Homeland Security in those days because the homeland is part of the battlefield. Is it? That's what Lindsey Graham said.
Graham said it must be true.
Must be true. Gotta be true. Okay, Dave.
All right, Larry. Get some
How
air.
much is on here, Carl?
Almost a deuce.
It's nothing. Let's put some fucking weight on here.
Nice. Good. That was good. That was good.
That felt pretty good now.
No, that was good.
Where's the most we ever did so far?
This will be
Right now?
here. Yeah. This will be. Yeah, record territory. Right, 5. What do you mean? Another 5? Come on.
We're gonna do it, Carl. Nobody's got stronger legs than you. Nobody. Why fuck around? Why take a chance?
Why take a chance? All right.
So, it's a good machine, Tom. No, it's a good and you doctored it up good, you know?
Yeah, it's not bad now.
Modified,
Yeah.
okay, you modified.
Yeah, it fits tighter now. You know what it is, Dave? You don't want this thing moving with weight on it.
No,
You're
you
trying to
don't.
balance it as it is.
It'll throw you right off.
So you don't want this thing to move. So the tighter this can be, that's why I use these faucets here.
Hey, Dave, you all right? Stephen Crane said, I was standing on a high place, and below me, many devils were cavorting and sinning. And one of them looked up at me and smiled and said, comrade, brother. What does that mean, Tom? One of us?
We've all been there.
But he was on a high place. The people that are holier than thou, you know?
Yep.
I was on a high place, he said, looking down. Yeah.
Yep.
Got that? Okay, Tom. I gotta pee, but I'm gonna do this first. This will help me pee. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's just will.
Help you do a lot of things.
That's right. All right, come on. Strong. Beautiful. Nice. 3 reps. Jesus Christ. 4. I told you. You all right? Yeah. That was easy.
The hardest part of it is putting it back.
Well, next time I'll help you put it back.
No, that's all right.
No, I can see it. Make it easy.
The hardest part.
Yeah, it's a little high. So maybe if you stood on something, we talked about that before, just one of those thin pads.
Yeah.
You do it, Tom, you know?
That was good, though.
And then I can move it out of the way if it bothers me. If not,
I could feel it in the diaphragm.
well, we might as well go by. I think we should do over here 400,
Holy Christ.
450. A record searcher. These okay?
Yeah, the knees.
Mine too is not that bad, you know?
I'm telling you, where I really feel is putting it back. That's the only tense, putting it back, that's the only tense moment.
Then we got to put
I'm putting it back.
a pad there. But that's all you need is this much, look.
Yeah, it's not much. You know, it drives you down so low. You're lower than when you
I
start.
can see it. No, when you have to do that final struggle.
Yeah, you're lower than when you start. All right, you got to get a lot of air, Larry. You'll feel this. So the tester. Yeah, right up.
Beautiful.
Good. Nice. Nice. Yeah, yeah. You definitely could feel that.
Yeah. All right, Dave.
Don't have to do any reps when you go.
Okay? Whitman said in his poem, Song of the Occupation, that's where that comes from. It's one of the best things he ever wrote, I think. And he's talking to the workers. And he said, if you carouse at the table, he said, I will carouse at the opposite side of that table. He said, if you remember your foolish and outlaw deeds, don't you think I remember my foolish and outlaw deeds? He said, if someone was arguing whether you are human or not, he said, I publicly proclaim that you are human. I'm paraphrasing a little bit there, that's not the word he used, but that's what he said. He said, if people are arguing back and forth whether you're human or no, he said, I proclaim that you are human, he said. Okay? Whitman. Yeah. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Yep.
The best.
What's going on?
Guys, we're kicking it, bro.
Balsadar. We're doing it. You know what we do.
That's what it
and you know why.
Yeah.
Okay. Whitman. He says, I celebrate myself in what I assume you shall assume. And every atom belonging to me as much belongs to you. How about that doctrine? Not all mine. Every atom belonging to me as much belongs to you. Hey, Bernard, you want to get on film with us? Come on over here. We'll put you on camera. Bernard. You all right, Bernard? Yeah. Okay. Whitman says, if you find a good deal remarkable in me, don't you think I find as much remarkable in you?
Accommodating man.
Now, what kind of talk is that?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
What kind of
I
talk
don't
is
think
that?
he'd make it in the GOP.
Yeah, sounds like Michelle Bachmann.
That's what I'm afraid
One of those.
Yeah.
One of those fair-minded individuals. Hey. How you doing? I'm all right. Whatever you're doing, it's working. You're looking good.
She's gonna jump in when we get to 4 plates.
You are?
She
She is?
Yeah.
I'll lift the place for anything.
I'm sure you will. Yeah.
Hey!
What's up? How are you?
Hey, what's going on? How you been?
I've been alright.
Looking strong.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm doing alright.
I know why we do this.
I lost some weight. Yeah.
What do you need?
No, my keys.
Keys?
Yeah, I didn't want to get them.
All right. Are you done here?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right.
Awesome.
These are hack squat stains, they call them. Why do they call them that, Tom?
Well, before they had these machines, there was a Russian wrestler named George Hackenschmidt.
Get out of here.
Honest to God. And what he used to
It's
do.
not a made-up story?
No, this is
All
real.
right.
Hackenschmidt trained with a doctor in Russia and France, mainly in Russia. And what he used to do is he would go in the sauna and he would come out to work out, and he would work out until he was totally dry. Now, I don't know how this happened, but
No fans or anything?
no fans, none of that. So what he did was he used to take a barbell from in back of him, and do squats. And they called them hacks. So that's why when they invented this, called it a hack squat.
Because it's
in back.
similar?
Similar, yep. Without the difficulty, the problem for everybody was, how do you hold the bar
Yeah, this is
in
better.
the back, you know? Just can't do it. So, George Hackenschmidt, the Russian Lion, they called him. He was a massive guy, kind of looked like you.
They look like me, the Russians.
Yeah, they do.
You know what, Tommy? It's all the same people anyway, you know?
Yeah,
How long were they invading these countries, you know, going in and out of these countries for thousands of years, and they
doubt.
weren't doing it in
doubt.
each country.
Now, I told Dave, but he doubted me, that when we started, 2 plates on this was heavy.
All we could do. 2 plates on there is heavy, Dave. In fact, I'm going to let you try what 3 plates feels like, just so you'll be able to testify to what you're filming. We'll help you so you don't get hurt, but I want you to feel
Your
it.
body's looking good.
That's what I'm trying to work on.
You got a little thicker, man.
That's my
A
goal.
little bit
at least.
bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big.
I didn't, well, since I used to have a shoulder injury a couple years ago, that stopped me from hitting my shoulders hard. But now it went away. So little by little, I'm just pushing
remember.
forward.
Yep.
What's your name again?
Jamie.
Jamie?
Yep.
James, yeah.
Just remember, less is more. Less reps, more weight.
That's what I
Always
did.
remember, that's how my coach trained me.
Yep.
Go ahead, Tommy. And you won't get hurt.
That's exactly what I did.
Less is more. You'll get big. All right, you ready?
Yep. Yeah, they do. It is. I've gone in there a couple times, like maybe twice in the last month here, but
Good.
I didn't get in late. Like what time did you say you came in? Yeah, definitely after 7. Like, and they'll do it at the same time. Like you go, and waiting, you know.
Call it a while.
Show up like 7:30. Everyone comes in. And there's so many people. But yeah, I'm hoping maybe the winter now they'll send out to do outside. They'll get it earlier. I don't really like get started so late. I was getting home 11:30, and I don't want to get up. Yeah, exactly.
Feels a little heavier because we're not used to doing the heavy searchers before, you know? So you feel it a little bit more.
You go to the doctor, and your dick isn't working anymore, and you're having problems. That's a little physical. And you go to the doctor and you ask him for Viagra, he may tell you it's cheating, and you cannot have it. Isn't it? If you can't do it on your own, why should you get any help? Well, they don't want Barry Bonds to have things to hit the ball for them.
Right.
Cheating. Remember that. The Catholic priests are using it now in the host. And they have well, they take it themselves.
That's before little Joey's.
Remember that. Cheating, George. Okay. You can't do it on your own? Okay. I would say there's a lot of hypocrisy going on out there. People have these different viewpoints that have no connection to reality. There's an old Indian poet called Bosd, B-O-S-D. He lived at the time of, I don't know, 15, 14 years. And he said, he was talking about plants and flowers and things. But you can use the statement that he made about anything. He said, people have preconceived notions that are not supported by the facts. 100%. And they'll execute you based on a preconceived notion that you may be a murderer. They'll kill you. Notions not supported by the facts. It's like saying, you know, such and such a street in Bridgeport is a bad street. That might be a perfectly good street. And everybody on there are nice people, but they heard it's bad. So they have a preconceived notion about that street that is not supported by the fact that they don't want any facts. None. Okay? So the Indian poet said that. Poet was B-O-S-E. A long time ago. And I read that in a book called The Secret Life of Plants.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Phenomenal. Hey, George.
Yeah?
I know everything. I can fix anything but death. I have not learned resurrection yet. Come on, Tommy. No cheating. Let's go, Tom. Good. Look at this, George. That's heavy.
Tough after the searchers, Larry.
Wow.
You know? Tough after the searchers.
Well,
Because you're already...
it is. You already gave up 80% of your strength, maybe, you know.
Yeah, you're already pre-fatigued. You want to wrap here?
Yeah, but you know what? Yes, I do. You know what, Tommy? We have to say to that, so what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what? You gave up your strength. Too fucking bad. You know? Yeah, that sounds like the grandfather story. We got to do it. We have no choice. It is harder.
Yeah.
You have 5 plates on there, Tom. With the 5,
I
you know? This feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are good wraps. This is a wrap, Dave, to protect the knees. Any squatter has to have these wraps or you have no knees left. The good Lord, even not knowing his mind, I know his mind didn't want you to lift these weights with your fucking knees, okay? Even though I don't know his mind. But I'm pretty sure that's a safe bet.
It is a safe bet.
Right, that's a safe bet. Nobody knows. These are great wraps. Tommy got these for me. These are,
wraps, man. I've
no,
never
these
seen
are
wraps.
tremendous. George, they're tremendous.
What do you get from that same place?
Yeah, House of Pain.
Well, they give you, you know, confidence that you'll
Yeah.
actually go do that lift. Otherwise, you don't have that confidence on it. I never used to rap, but Tommy made me rap.
This kind of shit.
Yeah, that's good.
Tommy, your raps aren't even raps. They're just,
No, he's got his,
they're steady raps. I mean, you keep them on the whole
he's
time,
got his
right?
raps.
But they're not really raps, right?
He's got them.
Per se.
Yeah, if I go to 6, I should wrap.
You rap right over that?
Yeah.
If you're not walking funny, the raps aren't working.
Right.
Yeah, that's the truth.
These are real tight, so I gotta hurry up.
Lot of air there. That's it.
As good as I can do, Tommy.
Oh, that's good.
One more? You're right, good this time.
You know, if I go up, I got to wrap.
Yeah. Well, we'll do one more plate, that's it. I'll put them on, you wait. All right? Looks professional, Dave, when we do it, you know. Sit down, relax. All right?
They can teach.
We impeach is to only put you on trial.
That's right.
And they got to find you guilty.
That's right.
2/3 they need of the votes in the Senate. It's 66 votes to get you out.
You know that Shays was the only Republican congressman to vote no on all counts. Only one. Only Republican congressman vote no on all
That's why I like it.
of the impeachment.
Yeah, I like
You know, look.
But he lost me with the war.
Oh, yeah.
He lost. And I
But
told
you know what
him
was
to
great?
his face.
He was in Iraq like 32 times.
I don't care. And I told him to his face, I like the guy. I followed him. Thomas, I followed him since, that was good. That was heavy. Real fucking. That was
He
heavy.
was up in here in North Dallas, remember? When he
I was there.
Yeah.
I liked the guy. I still like him. I was right, listen,
I
George,
definitely
I was
felt
right in his
John
face.
Mariani was working there at the jail.
3 times I was in his face. Okay? What did you do this for? I said, how could you? I was in a meeting in Fairfield, all right, in the Board of Education place on 3,000. They loved him because he was doing their work. They're the ones that wanted the war more than anybody. And I started talking about that, Israel. Jesus, they looked at me. They wanted to kill me. And of course, him being a politician, he had plenty of answers because he started talking, he wouldn't let me talk anymore. But I told him many times, you lost me with that war. How could you do this? I said. Even at the beginning, before the war, George, he had a meeting at high school in Westport. I went there. 500 people were there. 490 were against the war. You know what he said? Well, if you don't like it, here's what he said, Tom. If you don't like it, he said, you can go be out of office. And they did, but it took 2 more terms. I know, George,
256 million a day.
he was a good guy.
256 a day. That was the number.
256 million a day,
For Iraq.
$300 million a day for Afghanistan, and there's 2,500 people in Bridgeport waiting for an apartment in P.T. Barnum or Marina Village. 2,500 people waiting. 300 million a day. Christopher Shea said we brought democracy to Iraq. Wait till they start killing each other over there, George, and I'll give you my prediction within 90 days. How about that? You think the Sunnis who had control of that country, you know how long they had control of it, George? 1,400 years. You think they're going to walk away from this? They're the elite over there, you know. They're the Yale, the Harvard, they're the...
Weren't they shocked and awed?
Huh?
They weren't shocked and awed?
Got shakes. He knows.
They used to have electricity.
Who can say,
That's right.
who can say, George, that the world's not better off like a man, right up there, like this. Tommy seen it. Rope on his neck. They were making noise. He said, "Be quiet here. Don't you see a man that's losing his life for being hung here?" He said it to the audience.
Yep. I want to see.
I like to see Bush
go out.
fucking rope on their neck. Well, Jesus. Like this he stood. With the fucking rope on his neck.
Went out like a man.
Yeah.
He did.
He did. Okay, and then we hung him in his own country. He was our ally. But listen, nobody knows the mind of God. Nobody.
You know everything.
I know we lost 4,700 guys here, and not one of them had to die. Not one. Okay? And not one of them is coming back to life. None of them. And they're not going to get a gallon of oil, and their family's going to pay $4 a gallon for fucking gasoline. You got it? Did I do this already? My turn, right?
Yeah. Wait.
All right.
Those are yours.
You?
Yeah, those are yours.
These are yours.
Yeah.
They look the same. Huh?
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it'd be easy to make a mistake. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
Let me get over there.
You knew they were my rats.
Let me get over there.
Yeah. Christopher Shea went over there 34 times. So that made it what? Okay.
Didn't make it any better for the guys that died.
No.
I don't think.
Not one of them had to die.
I say that.
Okay.
I say that.
Wait a minute. And they're not coming back.
No, they're not.
No. And a lot of these that are coming home now, you can have a fucking shot.
Oh, they
But they're doing a good thing. They're going to have a special court for them.
Yeah, they are. You can go to the court.
When they get arrested, you go to the Veterans Court now.
Yep.
And they lock you up in a military prison instead of a
Yeah.
regular prison.
So you could be with the other hero.
But prison nonetheless.
Wow. Bill.
And you can keep your medal, your buttons and stuff, right? Your
Yeah.
flag pin. You can.
Yep.
Yep.
You can still go to the VFW.
You can. And they're going to have a PX there now.
Yeah.
So, you
Cheap
know.
drinks.
Yeah, PX will be there. So.
Cheap drinks. Cheap cigarettes.
All right. That's good.
Yeah, that one went
Oh,
nice.
yeah. We'll fucking kill these pigs.
That one went good.
Hey, we're at 6 plates now. You tried 3, so you know 3 is heavy, right? So we're going up 3 more than that. And I believe we could do 7, no problem. And we will next week.
Probably could.
Or not. This is what the serious weightlifters do. They have to have gear. Equipment. See, when you lift 6 plates on that hack squat,
There you go.
you gotta protect these knees. Have to. Especially when they're 73 years old.
I don't believe it.
What's that?
I don't believe it.
All right. 73-year-old knees. All right? I did a lot of fornicating with these knees. Still doing it. Bernard. Cheating a little bit, but I'm doing it. All right. There's circulation for it.
Yeah, they are. This one is special.
All right? Good thing you're there, like, that's just fucking something. Just go ahead. You got it? You gotta invent the fucking simple fucking
Yeah, the way to lock.
connect. Got it? It's just not easy, Dave. You gotta be dedicated to do this fucking
It's
stuff.
hard just to rap.
That's what I mean. You gotta be dedicated.
Yeah.
Who would go through this shit?
It's hard just to rap.
Nobody.
Believe me. See, that's a good rap when he walks like that. Come on, Larry. A lot of air, a lot of tension. Don't release the tension. Come on. You got this. Come on, Larry. Good. Good. It's heavy.
We'll get it up off the fucking platform.
It's heavy. Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
It's real heavy, yeah. Okay, Dave. We're done.